That's a wrap. Thanks for a great day. Crew call tomorrow is 8 a.m. at the forum.
Copy. Just wrap the talent.
It's the end of a long day, but from the perspective of a third AD, you've still got a lot of work to get done. You've got to complete the daily production report. So let's get started. The official record of what actually happened on any given filming day is called the Daily Production Report, or DPR. This document is essentially the mirror of the call sheet, but it's a log of what actually occurred during the day instead of what was planned. The DPR has many uses. Accounting uses it for payroll and accounts payable. It can also be used in first aid reports, accident investigations, and insurance claims. During prep, your production will approve the DPR layout and software to be used to complete it. In this video, we'll use Excel for demonstration. To accurately report the reality of a shooting day, the third AD must first gather and record notes from several sources, starting of course with the information from the day's call sheet. This includes the date and day of shoot, episode begins, scheduled completion date, estimated completion date, and the various schedules such as script version. If you're using a previous day's DPR to build your current DPR, a good tip is to go through and highlight all of the places you'll need to insert the new day's information. Start by checking the dates of the form, which filming day, etc. A common mistake is to copy and paste from yesterday's DPR form and to forget to update some of the basic background information. So today was day 5 of 8 on our training film series, March 4th, 2018. Update the day of the schedule here. In the scenes section, this is the order in which scenes were filmed, including page count. Here you enter the actual crew call, shooting call, first shot, which in this case was 10:18. All times are in 6-minute increments. We can now enter the wrap time, 23:18, because that's what happened. Make sure you get wrap times confirmed by your first AD or script supervisor. The information required to complete the DPR will be found from reports you'll receive from various departments. They include daily time reports, script supervisor's top sheet, camera reports, sound reports, VFX reports, cast and background information, and mileage and travel times from the locations department. Things to consider as you complete this section are: did crew call change? Did the production break on time for lunch, or did they go into grace? Some details to watch out for are crew name changes, upgrades, cast and crew differing lunch times or lengths, and confirming no differing in times on the call sheet. From your script supervisor's top sheet, enter in how many script pages were shot today and how many are still to be shot. Scenes and page counts, timing of setups and number of shots, when lunch was called, if there was grace, camera wrap, scenes scheduled, scenes completed, partial scenes, unscheduled scenes completed, and script notes. Notes is where you record their specific notes about shots owed, for instance. Cross-referencing is an important step in completing a DPR. Compare the call sheet page count to the script supervisor's page count and make notes of any differences. The VFX department will give you the information about their setups and shoot times, which are critical to the production because of the tax credits for post-production, which are measured in minutes of VisFX. The camera report includes details mostly relating to cameras and recording media, whether film or digital. Some DPR-related information will come from the camera report, including number of setups, number of times the camera rolled, how many cameras were used, film stock type and amount, or digital data information and timecode information. Typically, all of this information is found on the script supervisor's top sheet. The sound report provides data similar to the camera report, including number of audio tapes or data cards used. Using the call sheet and your own notes, You'll be entering in all of the applicable cast information. Their real names, character names, did they start, work, or finish, when they reported to hair, makeup, set, lunch, when they arrived on set, left for the day, and any specific notes. Accuracy is key. For the cast that were not working on set today, you also record what was going on for them off set, hold, travel, or rehearsal. SI means stand-in. GBP means general background performer. Their call, meals, adjustments such as travel out of the zone or MP meal penalty. There are 2 sections for those really big days with lots of different groups of background. Also, cast and background lunch times might vary from crew lunch time. Cast may be upgraded from actor to principal actor, and background may be upgraded if required to do something different or special. This section is pretty self-explanatory. It's the actual out times from each department.
Hey, my grips are done 23:30.
Thanks, Meg. I'm gonna send my Tad over to get the paperwork right now. Have a safe drive home. Thanks, Ben.
Thanks. You too.
Each department should give you a daily time report, or DTR, with all of their department personnel for the day, everyone's in and out times, lunch times, any applicable upgrades, or any other notes, such as if there were pre-calls or if any equipment has been lost or damaged. Notes require careful wording and the approval of your second or first AD. Notes can come from text messages, emails, verbal messages, and written messages, such as production equipment that has been broken, lost, or stolen, accidents, what happened and what resulted. For example, did the person go to the hospital? Shooting delays and why, such as noise problems, department delays, and cast delays. They can derive from the AD team, the first aid attendant, from department heads or their assistants, from the production manager, or even the producer. Remember just the facts, no embellishments. But no matter where the notes originate, they must be organized in a way that will be remembered and be included on the DPR if necessary. Record anything that costs money, anything pertinent that doesn't have a designated field, and keep it to the facts. Keep it visually organized. Use only the designated fields and notes areas. Use one approved font, size, and one color. After your DPR is complete and all of your information has been entered, it's time to send it off. Make sure you talk to your production office to find out who you are sending it to. This list may include office staff, your AD team, accounting, payroll, producers, and your production manager. Before you hit send, you must double check your work. This is vital. Make sure all of your data entry is correct. Look over all of your DTRs and notes and ensure you haven't left anything out. Double check, triple check, and quadruple check. And finally, send it confidently knowing you've done your best to be as accurate as possible. And remember, this is a preliminary DPR, so be prepared to make changes tomorrow if your production office asks. Remember that your goal is to have most of the DPR completed before wrap. Stay ahead by taking lots of notes throughout the day. It's also important to note that every DPR may look a little different, and it's up to you to be in frequent contact with your production office to ensure that you're providing the information they need in the format they require. Understanding how a DPR works and actually completing one at 2 a.m. on a dark, rainy set are 2 very different things. This video is intended to help you get started down the road to becoming a third AD. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions about completing the daily production report, ask your second AD or your production office. Good night, and have a safe drive home.